let's talk about and shout out to Scientology Life After a Cult, Natalie Webster. Check out her channel. I put the link in the description box. So I woke up and I love listening to Natalie. She has a really cool, calming voice. But I had heard rumblings of another person being assaulted and LAPD taking forever and their mother to get to, where they needed to go and respond to. Is anybody really surprised at this point? No. No, we've seen it. They don't come, and if they come, you might get arrested. Something's going on. What is going on here? So I'm going to do a little commentary to
Punched,
this.
yet nothing. And here's
Hold up. And I want to, so I didn't even, like, I'm finding this out as I'm watching Natalie, but I think Serge and I think Mr. Michael also had spoken about this yesterday.
this was after Jessica Palmadessa got punched in the chest by an
Again,
elderly man who looks like worked for the restaurant that she was in front of. And this is when she had called the police 2 hours prior, reporting that she had been hit, punched,
two.
yet nothing. And here she is on the phone with 911 again.
Hi, I called for an assault 2 hours ago for a man that hit me. It's literally been 2 hours now and nobody has come. I've called 3 times since. Is there anyone that's coming? Because this, it was outside the restaurant what's
Poubelle?
La Poubelle.
Something like that.
Okay, 2 hours.
Yeah, so I've been out here for
call.
2 hours.
It looks like we do have an officer assigned. Has anything changed since you last called that we need to update them on?
Well, the restaurant closes in 15 minutes, and which means that everybody's going to be gone that's inside there, including the person that did this. So, because he's a worker at the restaurant.
Okay,
well, I believe he is.
The officers, they'll be out as soon as they can, okay?
Another 2 hours.
They've been
That's
dispatched,
crazy.
you're saying?
I'm sorry?
They've been dispatched?
An officer has been 911 operator 518.
So an officer was assigned but hadn't showed up. It was a whole thing. It went on and on. The guy, I think I saw somewhere that said that he just ran out of the restaurant when they all left. And I don't think that we're surprised that nothing happened to the guy. But again, it was documented, and it's another example of the LAPD not responding when citizens are being actually assaulted. But when Scientology calls, then they're like, what do you need? What do you need?
That was funny, though. Shout out to Natalie. She said, what do you need? But it's true, guys. It's true. They're on speed dial. I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to, this is a whole audit, right? Audit the police. Shout out to Streets LA. Would love to talk to him. That's a whole, that situation needs to be audited. That situation needs to be reviewed, right? That whole thing. I know. Isn't that, it's lap dogs, the LAPD dogs. Absolutely. Hold up. This happens to me when I lived in the sheriff jurisdiction when I was really young. I was hung up by 911 and I waited for 2 hours. Really? It says Church of Sci. Okay. Is that okay? I'm trying to read it all together. But anyways, it says, "Hey Rabbit, I'm sorry that you have come under unsolicited fire for your reporting. I know your heart and mind is with the victims. What possible outcomes do you see for the movement?" That is an awesome question. That is a great question. As far as what outcomes do I see out of this whole situation? More awareness, more people feeling the ability to speak out, regardless and without repercussions, right? No more good old boy attitude. No more, a top heavy attitude. Uh, these people that have left the cult aren't in a cult, right? So as long as they're able to speak out and they're able to process this a little bit more, that's my hope. And truly, that's going to take time, right? Because everybody's healing is a little bit different. But that's my thought. That is my thought on that. But that's a great question. Thank you for that question. Nobody's ever really asked me that, so thank you. Let me see what you guys are saying. I mean, but it took them. It is unacceptable. And let's be very clear. Jessica's not saying, and that shout out to Jessica Balmadas, and I did tag her on on the video, on the title and stuff, so you guys can check her out. She's not saying that this is all Scientology, but let's point out the elephant, the big, big elephant right in the middle of this. If you're calling 911 and you're a regular schmegular citizen like myself and so many of you guys are out there, it's going to take them hours to get there. But if you're calling from the building of Scientology, from all of that place, you know what I'm saying? If you're calling from there, it's very easy. As long as you tell them there's a bomb threat, as long as you're telling somebody that somebody is somehow a danger and they're anti-police, as long as you're saying those are all key words to get Scientology to get somebody to get out there. So I don't know if Jessica would have said a key word. If Jessica would have pretended she's a Scientologist, maybe they would have showed up there a little bit quicker, you know, because it's kind of becoming a joke at this point. It's too much. Okay, and then there was a altercation in the front of that restaurant. Now, Jovi girl, was that with all of them involved? That's interesting. It's interesting. That the group's despicable only to protect certain groups of people. Absolutely. No, Bo, but I agree. I feel like, and I pointed this out yesterday too, and a couple days ago, is it's becoming very evident that they mask themselves with front groups. Okay. And so what they do, and we talked about this on the video that I did called the Car Don't Lie. Check it out. They're masking themselves to be like anti-human trafficking, anti-something, right? And truly, it's not even like they're front groups. When they're the ones committing the crimes right in front of us, it's no different than the mafia. It's no different than, you know, the cartel. The cartel, people have like such an idea of what the cartel does. So they're bad. They're bad. Well, the cartel actually, I hate to put it this way, it's like Escobar. Escobar wasn't this whole bad guy. You know, he was actually helping the people of Colombia with building schools, right? But he was using the same money that he was getting from all of this drug organization to build these schools and do all this good work that he was doing. And again, that doesn't take away that, you know, a hero, a Robin Hood, okay, a Robin Hood can also be a bad guy. Like just note that. Where are they getting their money from? What groups are they sitting? What are they doing? Like that's the piece that's bigger. Yes. Oh, and I'm sorry, Wim. I didn't tell everybody on Discord. I'm sorry. And the live was just like a short one that I did. I'm so sorry, Wim. I'm mad too. I don't even think I have any do I have any mods in here? Shout out to everybody. They don't even know that I'm live. Wim, do you want to tell them that I'm live? I should have told everybody. My bad. I did tell everybody on the community wall. Don't get me wrong. Okay. I did. Let me let everybody know. But that's the biggest thing that I wanted to convey is that not everything is what it seems. And these groups just kind of hide. Let me let everybody know. Yeah, I'm doing a horrible job at letting people know. Sorry, y'all. Live now. Because the notifications don't go out all the time. So if you're a member, I tend to kind of let everybody know there, but I completely forgot to tell people. Thank you. Sorry, forgive me, Wim. Thank you, Wim, for the heads up. I just put it on the Discord. Okay. If in the US you can sign up for life insurance and get covered if someone dies the next day. I don't know, Tricky Vicky. I don't know about that. It's an interesting question. Do you think, hold up, do you think they watch these lives, like have eyes on there? I wouldn't be surprised if these cults have people that watch videos online specific to that. Wouldn't surprise me at all. That would have been a great, I mean, I don't know. She could be, I don't really know. But whether she's pregnant or not, I mean, just the general assaulting of somebody is not okay. They should stay on the phone with the dispatchers until the police arrive on the scene. Demand to stay on the phone if they must. Hold them accountable. Ginger, I agree with you on that. Like, you are staying on the phone if you don't, until you bring somebody there. Now, does that keep that in mind though, Ginger? Then the other side of that is that they might take away from other calls, other emergencies that might need to be noted, but keep that in mind. But they took them almost 3 hours to get there. That is crazy. And then I'm hearing too that they're busting up the music a little bit more. So these protesters are going to get more and more crazier. It's the mafia with their own CIA who's beaten the IRS into submission, besides the judges, juries, and politicians. It's interesting. Stephen says, our country was funding different wars with the cocaine money. There's a lot behind that too, so keep that in mind. Not sure if anyone else said this already. Hellcat car got keyed. No, Lunar. But he doesn't have a Hellcat, right? I don't know what he drives. His car got keyed. I think that they are, my opinion, I think that they are hiring people to attack people. I think that if there's probably somewhere something that says it's become easier to get people to do things for you. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. I don't think that the restaurant person is somehow connected to Scientology, but I do find it interesting that it's gotten to this point that if they've been peacefully protesting or protesting where they have been, somehow they are being harassed and also being attacked. That's scary. The LAPD officer in charge was probably upset about the squirrel going to the station and confronting them about the reports against the detectives and the issue with getting the permit. That's a good point. That's a good point. But hammocks are okay. I say start a fund for homeless to have hammocks and tarps. Wait, hammocks? I'm confused. I'm lost by this comment. Unapologetic. Maybe I read it at the wrong time. Hey, Layla. Oh, thank you. Bella says, thank you. She's been a member for 6 months. Thank you for all that you do. Much respects and appreciate you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for being here. You say you think it's both sides? What? Neurodivergent. So that's the restaurant owner. But was the restaurant owner or the worker? And how do you say, is it the La Poubelle? La Poubelle was good friends with Danny Masterson? Are you serious? That's crazy. That's crazy. But you know what is crazy too? When Danny Masterson was sentenced, or okay, well, this is where Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher got cut up those letters, right? Well, there were so many people that wrote letters for Danny Masterson, right? There was like professors, and I think it was like a fire chief or something that wrote a letter, right? So keep that in mind. I mean, people are well connected. People are well connected. No way. Are you serious? Wait, the owner of Poubelle went to court with Danny Masterson? Get out of here. I didn't know that. No, show me the receipts. Show me the receipts. And they better be receipting. This is the email. Email it to me. I didn't see that. Are you serious, Stephen? Yo, y'all are crazy. Wait, Laura FM says the owner is really good friends with Danny Masterson and gave him a letter. Are you serious? And I saw some of those letters, but I didn't even notice the restaurant owner. And this is the same place that Jessica got assaulted? Girl, what? Oh my God, it's the restaurant he dragged her at before R-ing her. Get out of here. No, that's not a coincidence. Laura says she attacked me and was yelling in my face the last time I went to protest from a celebrity center. She definitely supports Scientology. And it took them 2-3 hours. All right. Laura, I have not been able to schedule something with you, love. I'm gonna drop the link if you want to come up. If you have a couple of minutes, I would love to chat with you because I didn't know this. This is new to me. I'm dropping the link is only for Laura FM if she's able to. Completely up to you. If you can't, love, it's okay. Shout out to you. I could also send it to you on your IG if possible. And Laura, you've been assaulted too. It's everybody's like, what? Is everybody just sleeping with LAPD? I mean, like, what the heck? About the owner, I meant Aaron has videos with receipts. I didn't know that. See what I'm saying? Like, I'm learning stuff as I go. I didn't know that. Four fire engines? I know. I'm just now finding out. And even Laura FM said it too. Listen, they're all sleeping with Scientology. I mean, they got this California king size bed, and they're all tickling each other in that bed. I'm just saying, they're sleeping with each other. Something's going on. Something is not right here. Something is not right. They got the California king size bed, and they're all sleeping with each other. That's what they're doing. I didn't see, and I watch Aaron. I mean, I didn't know that. I didn't catch that. Did Aaron go to the restaurant too? Oh, here we go. Do you want me to put you on camera?
Yeah.
Missy, how are you?
Hi guys. I'm good. I'm literally at work working away, but I was like, I have to jump in really quick.
I didn't know this. I didn't know.
So I need to tell you, yeah, Lapu, her name is Francois, whatever. She's the owner. Her and Danny are completely really good friends. That's the whole reason he was able to even bring her to I would go to that restaurant all the time with Danny Masterson, Eric Balfour, Chris Masterson. That was his little hub of and yeah, he drugged and brought one of the victims, drugged them in their wine at that restaurant, and the owner of this restaurant and everybody in that restaurant supports and backs up Danny Masterson. She wrote a letter to the judge along with, you know, the other Scientology supporter actresses that you guys met. When I went there to protest when I was protesting at Celebrity Center, after that, I went across the street and was there, and she tried to get me thrown out. She had the security guard that works in there. She was telling him, don't touch her. Cause I was like, go, you touch me. And you're like, so she knew exactly the laws, the rules. She knows exactly what she's doing. She is a complete supporter of Danny Masterson. They are really good friends. I'm sure they even have businesses or had businesses together, et cetera, et cetera. She's 100% disgusting.
Oh my, see, I had no idea.
Yeah.
By the way, happy birthday. Happy belated
Thank you.
birthday. Everybody's
It's on Monday. Monday is my
okay, so
official
it's
birthday.
not belated. Okay.
But today is Lisa McPherson's birthday, so I
Oh,
want
that's right. I
everybody
did
to
hear
know
that.
that.
You guys drop some hearts for Lisa McPherson and her, you know, if you guys don't know her story, you guys got to definitely do some research on that. Oh
Yeah.
my God, Laura, I didn't know that about.
Yeah, there's so much. Like, talk about going down the rabbit hole. I'm sure you can go down the rabbit hole on even probably some of their finances of the owner of this restaurant, what else she owns, what she supported, what connections she has with Danny Masterson. Like, let alone the fact he lived right up the street. So that was his little playground of walking down Bronson from his house and going to La Poubelle and, you know, meeting Scientologists and people after course, they would go there. So he's definitely in the mix, and that restaurant and their business and the owner of the business, etc. They're all that, like, that's why she's closing it up and filming and using all the same tactics that Scientologists use, or OSA, so to speak.
So the worker, do you know if was it the worker that assaulted Jessica Palmadessa?
Yeah,
Is that
somebody
who
in
it
the
was?
restaurant. Exactly. Somebody in the restaurant, and then was hiding in the restaurant because she had obviously been waiting for the police to come. And then when they did come, they literally wouldn't even take a report and drove away. They said they took it like it's completely insane. By the time they finally got there, as they thought they were going to get a report and they literally said, we're going to do an investigation and shut the door, and drove off. That was the response instead of arresting the guy in the and the guy snuck out of the restaurant at some point and just ran off.
Wow.
Yeah, and
That
DOA
is
was
crazy.
there. There was a whole bike fight. There was a guy came on a bike and was like swinging at them, and like literally DOA had to like tackle the guy on the bike, and he was going
Oh
for
my God.
Chris without a Hellcat. This all happened last night. Yes. And
Oh,
then
and was it all
Jessica
live
got
stream?
punched in. Yeah, Jessica got punched. Yeah, go to DOA stream or Chris without a Hellcat. There's definitely,
Oh
or
my
you know,
gosh.
yeah. So there's a lot more to this,
Damn.
and you can see why they got real spicy when they were just protesting outside the restaurant about the fact that the owner of this La Poubelle restaurant supports Danny Masterson, and she just thinks, oh, all of this is lies, and it wasn't like that because she's just in the same grime, disgusting behavior as Danny Masterson. And I
Jesus.
wouldn't be surprised if she literally has financial I'm sure I would love to go down the rabbit hole with you on that, to see what her real financial connections are, what she's done to save, or what she's done to be a part of anything he's done while he's been in prison and stuff like this. I wonder, things like that. She's very, very, she was very much in any form she can supporting and protecting Danny Masterson in any way, and still
What
does
is her
up to this
name?
day.
What is her name?
It's like Francis or Francine, I forget. Francis or Francine or
Francois?
something. Francois, yeah,
France.
Francois.
Wow. Does she have a last name?
I'm sure she does. I just don't know.
Anybody know it in the chat?
I've read it. I've just, now that I've seen her, I kind of forgot her actual name and all that. I just know how she looks. I know her behaviors and everything.
Francoise. Francoise, is she like, wow. Okay. Francoise. And let's put the restaurant name La Poubelle. Is that how you say it?
Yeah. LA. Yeah. La Poubelle.
Oh.
Which means throw out the trash, or the trash in French, which is very, very funny and makes sense for somebody's,
Oh
to
my
call their
God.
restaurant
Okay.
this, who supports a rapist.
I cannot believe I didn't know this. So is it,
Yeah.
let's see. I think it might be this. There's a video of her. Is this her? Why is she throwing dishes? Francois of La Poubelle at a ceremony in June. This is her? I don't
Looks
see
like
her
it.
face.
Yeah, I
She's
can't see
throwing
her face.
dishes. What? Oh,
Yep, that's her. Yep.
that's
She has
her.
blonder hair now, but yeah.
So this was back in 2014. This is her.
Yep, that's her. And
Wow.
yeah. So there you go. I got to
That's
run out, but I was like,
interesting.
I need to jump
Oh,
in and tell
yes.
you this. No, I was just like, I need to tell you this because yes, Rabbit, please go down on that, because you have a lot more knowledge in terms of like, having your schooling and education. And so you can really be like, why would a business do this? And so I'm sure you can go down the
Yes.
rabbit hole on that. They are still really good friends. That woman supports
Gotcha.
Danny Masterson for whatever reasons very strongly, and will not.
Not support her.
Right.
Okay.
She won't
I'm not gonna
like.
I'm not gonna hold you up. I gotta hit you up at some point. I know I haven't been able to because my schedule's been a little bit crazy, but
No,
I
it's great.
appreciate
And you've
you.
been with Miriam and everything. And I support Miriam 1,000%. So I'm just so happy all this is coming out.
Yes, I don't want to hold you up. Anything else you want to say? Any closing thoughts on the Miriam situation? Anything you want to say about
I'm
that?
so proud of her. She needs to keep going. I'm so proud of her for fucking being able, unlike myself, to separate emotion and like hard trauma and just being like sticking to the facts and sticking
Yeah,
to. I just love that. I think it's so inspiring. It's so supportive. It's strength. There's no reason for us to be sad or upset anymore. Other than the fact that it's their fault. They need to handle this. They need to take responsibility. The accountability needs to be held by the people who have done or were a part of these situations. So I'm so
absolutely.
proud of her. And I just hope, this and with the protesting and everything, we're going to keep doing this more and more and more. And we're going to get even more aggressive, because obviously it's working. It's exposing Scientology. It's shutting down their finances. It's exposing the internal ways and their like normal just ways of being, which are completely illegal. So
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more, girl. Couldn't agree with you more. All right, love. I will let you go. Be good.
Love you.
I'll
So
see you
cool.
later.
And I
Bye.
can't wait to chat with you soon too. We can do
We
a
gotta
whole
chat.
discovery
We
of
gotta
our
chat.
own.
Absolutely. All right. I will see you, Laura. Have a good one.
See you. You're so cool. Thank you,
Bye.
Rabbit. Ciao.
Thank you. Bye. All right, guys. Let me show you. For those that don't know, that is Laura FM. Let me show you guys her channel so you guys can go sub up. This is her channel. We've talked about Laura before here on this channel. Let me show y'all. This is her channel right here. Go sub up. Let me drop her link in the chat. This is like great. I didn't know that, so I'll definitely be looking at Miss Francois Le Pepe Le Pew lady over here. Miss Celebrity, Danny Masterson, person, supporter. This is her. She's breaking dishes. Francois of La Poubelle at ceremony June 2014. It's kosher. Kosher. Is that how you say that? Let me know. Well, this is the lady. Apparently, this is the lady. Apparently, girl. Her name is Francois Pepe Le Pew. Oui. That is her name. Let me stop. All right, guys. I'm definitely going to be chopping up this video a little bit so it's a little bit easier for those that are following the Savannah Soto and Matthew Guerra case. We will be more reporting on that, so that's going to be a timestamp. And then shout out to Laura FM. I'm going to add her in a separate video with this recording. If you're watching the replay, please note that. Go sub up to her. I will let you guys go. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the protesting. Clearly, I need to, like, I didn't know that all the attacks happened afterwards, and I definitely want to find out a little bit more. Oh my goodness, the man who hit Jess spit on DOA. So they're caught with the restaurant on the interwebs. Well, kosher Pepe. That's right. That's right. If you guys want to send me any receipts that you guys have on that, I had no idea. See, I'm new to that. Feel free to email me. That is my email. If I don't respond, it doesn't mean that I didn't see it. I just don't always respond to every email. Okay. No, thank you guys. I will see you guys in the next one. And I'm sorry the notifications didn't go out. That sucks. Seriously, but I also didn't let everybody know on Discord. I need to. Saludos, Pulga. Saludos. Thank you again, guys. Thank you. I will see you guys on the next one. And I definitely want to, another thing, I want to come back and talk about the men with the Jordan Willis and the stuff that's coming about Mr. Jordan Willis as well, because that's a whole different rabbit hole as well. But that might be a whole different video so we can all chat and discuss. I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Rabbits out. Bye, guys.